everybody that been asking about that. Is it Gumi that is controlling Nigerian government now? Because all the advice that Gumi gives the Nigerian government is what they are doing now. And I want you to listen and make sure you share this video, because in this class, I'm going to explain everything in details. Everything in details in this class. Now, look at the caption. I said that, shocking, Sheikh Gumi won. Presidency bow to pressure. Is it true that presidency bow to pressure? We are going to look at that. That's why I said that. Don't rush it, because this video, I'm going to explain everything in details. Now, you are welcome to ICA TV. Now, in the previous news that I bring to you on this channel, there are so many things that the newspaper, they have discussed about the Nigerian government. Now, let me read it. Now, let me zoom in so that you can see it. They said that Nigerian Turkey to establish joint committee to drive 5 billion trade targets. Just be listening, because I'm going to explain everything. That's why I said don't rush. Now, Turkey to train Nigerian special forces against Boko Haram and other highlights of President Tinubu visit to the country. That's when President Tinubu visited the country, visited Turkey. So they discuss about trade, they discuss about the business, they discuss about security. But a lot of people have been asking so many questions. In fact, that's what we are discussing about. Exactly that. Do we really need this country? Do we really need Turkey? That's what everybody has been talking about. That is it Turkey that we need now? Is it US? Is it China? Is it Russia? That is the question everybody they have been asking about. Because we can see now that Nigeria partner with Turkey. Now, Nigeria Turkey to establish committee, I've said that, and Turkey to train Nigerian special forces. Now, Gumi now said something. That is where we are looking at now. Gumi said that Sheikh Gumi criticizes US strikes in Nigeria, calls for alternative partners. Now, we are looking at these statements, and that is exactly what we are looking at. That is it Gumi that is controlling the Nigerian government? That's why I said that in this class, we are going to look at so many things. We are going to go back to some details. And from that details, we are going to bring out some points. We analyze it. We bring out the point so that everybody will understand who is really controlling the Nigerian government. Or is it the Northern? Is it Gumi? Is it Sultan of Sokoto? Those are the things we are looking at in this video. Look at that. Gumi criticizes US. You can see that. He criticizes US. That why is it that it's US that will be, Nigeria want to partner with? Now, strikes. Nigeria should halt all military cooperation with US. Gumi, that's what Gumi says. Sheikh Gumi criticizes US airstrike in Nigeria. Call for alternative partners. Exactly, that's where we are going. I just want to bring it to the back so that we all understand what lead to this present discussion that we are looking at today. Now, airstrike, FG should seek counter-terrorism partnership instead of US. That's what Sheikh Gumi said. And that is what we are now discussing now. That look at every evidence now. When Gumi said this, Gumi said this, Gumi said this, Gumi said this, Gumi, all the newspaper. That's why I make sure I put, look at this one now, it's TBC. That's why I make sure I put it there so that we all understand. Because some people don't really understand how all this thing is being played. Now, insecurity. The federal government, after the statement of Gumi, they now come up with this. After the statement of Gumi, they come up with this. Insecurity. We have approached Turkey for assistance, FG, because the Turkey, they are about to set up their military base in Nigeria, which we don't want US. We don't want other countries to set up their base. But why Turkey? That is the question a lot of people are asking, that why Turkey? Now, let's look at this now. Turkish president welcomed Nigerian counterpart with official ceremony in Ankara. That is when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu visit Ankara. Now, there is a point that the President Erdogan made in that day that I want you to take notes. And I'm going to explain it why everybody they are talking about this now. He said that they are happy to welcome Nigeria because Nigeria is an Islamic country. Is it true? Now we are going to look at that. Nigeria-Turkey defense ties, a growing strategic partnership. Now, look at this. Things to note about Nigeria and Turkey. There are so many things we need to understand. Because a lot of people say Nigeria is not an Islamic country. No be me talk am. I want us to understand that Nigeria is an Islamic country. There are so many people that understand this, and that is why the terrorists, they are suggesting where to go. Go to our fellow brothers. Go and seek help from our fellow brothers. Now, that is exactly what we are looking at. That's why I said I have to bring out all the evidences so that we can see everything for ourselves. Now, things to note about Nigeria and Turkey. Both countries are members of Organization of Islamic Cooperation, that is OIC. That is Islamic Organization Corporation, and the developing aid, that's D8, and they are maintained close cooperation in international organization, that is Turkey and Nigeria. Because a lot of people will say Nigeria is not an Islamic country. That is why sometimes when we see our most of all these religion leaders, they cannot talk because they already know what is going on. Somebody will say that's rubbish. Nigeria is a secular state, but you can see now this information, I got it from net, that Nigeria is a member of Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Now, let's look at this. Look at this. Turkey. How Turkey penetrates their citizens, because Turkey before was a Christian country. But how come now that they are now 98% Muslim? Because if you go and look at it now, go and search for it, they only have 2% Christians now in that country. So the same country is what Gumi is suggesting now to our president. The same country. Now look at this. Turks become Muslim through a gradual, you can see that I have to highlight it, through a gradual process, stated in the 8th century, driven by cultural contact, trade, and political alliance, rather than solely by force. They use all these, not only force, the way Usman Danfodio, the way they conquer Kwara, the way they conquer all the North, the way they conquer all the Hausas. The conversion gained momentum after Battle of Talas in 1751. You can see the word battle there. So we have to go deep and understand what we are trying to do, what Nigeria is trying to do, what the message they are trying to pass across. Somebody was asking me that is Tinubu signing, putting Nigeria fully into Islamic country. We are Islamic country already. So everything that they are, so that's why you see the Muslims, the terrorists, they want to go all the states, they want to fully preach their Sharias in every state because they know that Nigeria is an Islamic country and they want to do everything by fire, by force. Look at this now. Now, century embraced Islam by Sajid Turks and the later expansion of the Ottoman Empire. You see that? Now, key factors in Turkey conversion. What are the methods they use? That is why I want you to understand. The method they use is what they are using in Nigeria today. That same principle is what they are using today. Look, number one, initial contact. That's the 18th century. Turkey tribes initially encountered Muslims through military skirmish, followed by the trade with the Umar and Abbas Caliphate along Silk Road. The same caliphate they introduced to our northern states. The same caliphate they introduced to Kwara State. The same caliphate they are trying to introduce to all the states in Nigeria. Now, number two, the Battle of Talas. Now, a pivotal moment where Turk tribe aided the Abbas side against the Chinese, leading to improved relations and exposure to Islamic teaching. That is why these people are preaching today that Sharia must be preached in all states in Nigeria. That is exactly what they are doing today. That's why we need to understand, because somebody will say, we don't need all this. How is this all this? Look at the third one, conversion of century. What they did, Sufi influence. Ottoman empires. These are the way they integrate. It's not a day process. That is what I'm trying to say. It's not a day process. They are trying to do it gradually, gradually, and from there they conquer the whole country. The whole country, 98% Islamized today. The same country that Gumi is suggesting to the federal government. Now, why Gumi and Northern reject Americans? That's what I want us to understand. Number one, they know that they too harsh on the terrorism. They know that they are too harsh on the terrorism. They know that they will kill their brother. I'm going to explain that, what Gumi said, so that you understand this again. I want you to understand, because this is a lecture class that we need to understand. It's just beyond ordinary news. Number two, we will not allow them to propagate Sharia. They know that US will not allow them. In fact, it's happening in UK now. The UK, they are fighting them seriously now because they want to Islamize Sharia by fire, by force. And the US, they said they don't want that. That is why Gumi said America should not go there. The Nigerians should not go to America. They should not seek American help. Now, they said we want to conquer terrorists. But you are now saying that we should go to the people that they themselves, they are looking for means to propagate everything. Look at this. They know that it will end unaliving citizens. If America should come, that's what happened in December 25. They know that when America said they don't want them to kill people, they don't want you to find anybody again. And they said that that is the way to preach their own religion. That is the way to do it. Do all this thing. And this, America does not want all this. That's why they don't want America. They don't want America at all. Now, look at this now. Gumi and his bandit neighbor. Look at this nation. Look at the newspaper. Let me zoom it so that you can see. The Nation newspaper is so maybe me talk am. The Nation newspaper said that. Look at this now. They said that Gumi and his bandit neighbor. What Gumi said, so that you can understand, so that you not be as what is he trying to say? Because Gumi said that bandits, they are his neighbor. Look at what he said. Any attack on terrorists who have troubled Nigeria for so long is attacking family. That is the new gospel. According to Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, he urged Nigerians to learn to live with armed herders, typically associated with terrorism or banditry, because they are neighbors and should as enemy. Now, you now want this Gumi that said this, that now suggest that Nigeria should go and hire Turkey. Turkey should come and set up their base in Nigeria. And do you think they are really fighting to end the terrorism? Why Turkey? Why not US? That is the question a lot of people are asking. That why is it that it's Turkey? Why not US? Based on the approach, on the attitude to the terrorism, which country does Nigeria needs to partner with, suppose partner with? You can see that. Which of the country? Now, let's look at the people's opinion and see what is happening. Is Gumi winning already? That is the question, because Nigeria government have agreed now, they have signed everything to partner with Turkey. And Turkey is also a country that terrorized. They fought their way to fully Islamize the country. Is that same country we now want them to come to Yoruba land? Or is it that same country we want them to go to Southeast that we know that is predominantly Christians? So the same Turkey is what Gumi is recommending. Now let's see what people say. Let's look at the comments. These are what the people say in the comment section. I want you to listen to it. I say this again, that agenda of turning Nigeria into an Islamic nation is now running hurriedly, not as they planned. It's due to the sudden coming of Americans. They are trying to checkmate the Americans, but I tell you, they are mistakenly, grossly, time will tell it at all. This one also, I said that it will encourage America to support division of Nigeria. Did you see that? That it will encourage America to support the division of Nigeria. You see that? Now let's look at this. Look at what this man said. He said that Turkey used to be or was once a Christian country. You all know that. How did they become a Muslim country? That is the exact replica they want to replicate in Nigeria. How many military bases have Nigeria in Turkey? Ẹ̀gbọ́n, ìbéèrè nìyẹn o. How many military bases does Nigeria have in Turkey? But they to the Islamic country. How many military bases? So now they are suggesting them that they should come to Nigeria. Now let's look at this. Igbo must not fight. They said this one said that Igbos, we must fight for our freedom. That's what that one said. This one said that best option, divide this country entity called Nigeria. You see that? He said the best option is to divide the country called Nigeria. Now let's look at what this one said. That's what Nigerian government are looking for. They will see it soon. No be me talk am. No be me talk am. Now comment section. He said that word that Nigerian government are looking for. You can see what he said. Let me zoom it so that you can see. Now, look at what this one said. Let me zoom it so that we can see it very well. He said that this is the fallout of the Muslim tickets. And I will continue where Buhari left off. Woe unto those Christians who brought APC, Buhari and Tinubu into power. One day, you will reap what you sow. No be talk am. You hear what he said? So look at that. That is from the comment section. Now, drop your opinion in the comment section. Do you want Turkey based in Nigeria? Is that what we need now? Based on their body language, do we really need Turkey now? Or can we say Gumi is the one controlling the federal government? Or can we say the Northerners are using Gumi as a spokesperson? What's your own opinion in the comment section? If you like this, make sure you drop your opinion in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more. If there is anything you like to contribute to the video, please put it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I sing a show.